Timer, and I'm from Texas AgriLife Extension Service. On today's episode of Dinner Tonight, we are going to be making a Southwest turkey bake. This is probably one of my favorite recipes that I cook. Not only is it quick and easy, but it's also nutritious. I don't know about y'all, but the last thing that I want to do when I come home from work is stay in the kitchen for 3 hours preparing a meal. The reason that I like this dish is it's basically a side dish and a main dish all combined into one entree. So let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is we need to go ahead and brown 1 pound of ground turkey. So I'm going to go ahead and get my skillet on warm and just start to brown the turkey. Now, if you and your family do not like ground turkey, you can use ground beef. You can also use lean venison or any other kind of meat, but make sure that it is, a lean and a healthy type of meat. If you are going to use ground beef, make sure you're using 96.4 or 90.10. That's one of the leaner cuts. Also, be aware of turkey as well. There is some turkey that's actually 85-15 lean. But you really want to go for 99.1, which means 99% lean, 1% fat. All right, guys, so we are getting this browned up here. Also, while this is browning, I would actually go ahead. You're going to need to preheat your oven to about 400 degrees, so go ahead and get that going as well. And I've already got mine preheated. All right, so as you can see, this is already starting to get browned. So now we're ready to add the black beans. Now what I did is I actually opened the black beans and put them in a colander and rinsed them off with water before we're going to use them. This helps reduce the sodium content, and it also kind of gets that black bean juice out of there. So we want them just, plain beans. So we're going to go ahead and add that in. We're also going to add some salsa. Now I'm using the medium salsa. If you want a little bit more kick in your dish, go ahead and add the hot, but I am going to use medium. So just pour that right in as well. And then we're going to add some of our spices. I have some cumin here. Cumin is used often in Mexican cuisine, so it gives it that real Southwest flavor. And then we're going to add some red pepper and put that all in. All right, I'm going to scoot that out of here. All right, guys, so just go ahead and get this stirred up and mixed. So what the beans are doing as well in this dish is adding lots of fiber for us, and fiber is so important to get within our diet. All right, so we're gonna just kind of let that simmer and get warm for a little bit. And now we're going to be making the cornbread topping. So now you're going to use the small box of cornbread, about the 8.5 ounce box. Now do not follow the directions on the back of the box. We're going to change it up a little bit. All you need to do is add 1 egg and then about 3/4 cup of reduced sodium chicken broth. So we're just going to pour that in and get that whisked up. So get it all mixed. So as you can see there, that is all mixed up and ready to go. So once you get that done, go ahead and set that off to the side. We're going to use that later. All right, so everything is warmed up on our dish right here. We're almost ready to get this baked in the oven. So we're going to go ahead and turn my skillet off. And all we're going to do is you're going to get a 13 by 9 inch pan, and you're going to put this mixture in, this turkey and black bean mixture, in the bottom. So what I'm going to do is just pour it in. And that looks perfect. And oh, the smell of the cumin is just so flavorful. And just kind of spread it around like that. Make sure it's all even. And that will be perfect. All right, guys, so now get that cornbread mixture and go ahead and pour it on top. And you just want to evenly pour. So just kind of make sure everything gets coated and covered. And that should be perfect. All right. And now for the best part, we're going to add some reduced fat Mexican cheddar cheese. And we're just going to sprinkle that a little bit on top. Give it some extra cheesy goodness and flavor. And also some calcium in there. All right, so this is going to go in the oven for about 15 minutes. All right, guys, once this is out of the oven, go ahead, let it cool for about 5 minutes, and then cut it into single portions. I'm serving this dish with a side of vegetables. You can serve it with any other thing that you want. If you have a little bit of the extra salsa, you can put it on top of the cornbread dish. And then just get a little bit more of that black bean mixture. All right, guys, doesn't that look great? So this dish costs $2.82 per serving. If you like this recipe, don't forget to check out our Facebook page to have access to other recipes and learn more information about Texas AgriLife Extension Service. Thanks, and have a great dinner tonight.